This is CPM Precalculus Chapter 2, number 144. The graph here shows the rate of water flowing through a pipe. Rate of water in a pipe, okay? Here our y-axis is gallons per minute, that's the rate. And our x-axis is minutes, that's the time, okay? Part A says, what does the shaded region represent in terms of the pipe? Be specific and include the interval. So what does this shaded region represent? Okay, this shaded region, well, remember if we get the area, we're multiplying one axis times the other axis, right? The area equals the rate times the time. Rate times our time. Plugging in the units, we have gallons per minute times minutes, right? And what happens? These cancel out and we're left with gallons. So in words, what is this shaded region telling us? The area, right? The shaded region. This right here is just talking about the gallons of water that are flowing through the pipe from time 20 minutes to time 50 minutes. The shaded region represents the gallons of water that flow through or pass through, that flow through the pipe between 20 and 50 minutes. All right? Be specific and include the interval. We did. So part B says approximate the area using the correct units. Well, we're not given this function. So the only thing we can do really is kind of look here. This is the height of 1, right? This is 1 as the height. And I know that that goes across here, right? So an underestimate, let me try to draw this as a horizontal line. Well, I cannot do that. One more try. Okay, so this we know is height 1. And up here in green, this is height 2 over here. So I'm going to draw that here, if I can, right? So we know that the area is going to be between the area down here of this section, which is base 20 to 50, right? The area of this section, the base is 20 to 50, which is 50 minus 20, which is 30 units or minutes, right? And the height of the blue section is just 1 gallon per minute. So a lower bound, right, doesn't include this region here, is going to be 30 as the base, the area of a rectangle, right? The lower bound is going to be 30 times the height is 1, which is 30, and we have minutes times gallons per minute, so that's 30 gallons as the lower bound. The upper bound, if we go all the way to green here, right, that's going to be the same base of 30, but now we're going to a height of 2, okay? So upper bound is the rectangle with base 30 and the height of 2, which is 60 units. All right? So what would be a good approximation? Well, I guess I would say maybe something in between, maybe the average, right? Because we don't know exactly. So a good approximation might be the average. That would be like taking the trapezoid here, right? We created a trapezoid. Let me use another color. If we created a trapezoid using this point and this point, we could get the average between the lower bound and the upper bound. So that's just going to be the average is equal to, you add them up and divide by 2. which is 90 over 2 or 45. And remember, the units are gallons. All right. So this is just approximating the area. Again, we don't have the function, so we just kind of have to use shapes. And I would say a good approximation is 45 gallons. A lower bound is 30 and upper bound is 60. So again, around 45. Okay, so that ends CPM Precalculus Chapter 2, number 144.